Good morning, everyone. It's Michelle from Poochie Baby. I just wanted to do a quick video and show the update on my bullet journal now that I've moved into this Kate Spade personal size planner. I purchased this off of eBay. It is used, but I love it. It's great. It's pink, and the inside is green. And it's very sturdy, nice leather. So I did make just a couple of little changes to my setup, and I will show that to you. If you watched my previous video, you saw how I have already had this set up, and I'm not going to go over April again. But you see here, this has card slots and pockets, and I still need to put some things in there. But let's go to May, because I've been using this for about a week now. Well, May, we're a week into May, so I can show you how I've been using that. One thing that I did add to the journal is a monthly calendar that I got from Franklin Covey. So I did put the month on 2-page calendar that comes in the Franklin Covey inserts. And you see, they're larger than Filofax paper. They're the same width of the paper that I have been cutting to put in my planner, but they aren't as tall. They are a little shorter than my paper. But that's okay, it doesn't bother me. So in May, I went ahead and added the May calendar, even though I'd already had one printed out. And I'll show that to you quickly. This is what I printed out to use for May, just a fold out of the month. And I have my task here on the front. So the Franklin Covey, you have your spread for the month, and on the back, it has your task list separated between personal and business. So I transferred my task over here. And on the front, it actually has an index page. So what I'm going to do now is just index each month the important information for that month and jot it here, instead of putting it at the beginning up here on this list. So all the important information will be here for the month of May. So this has been added. That's new. So I've started this. I've already started filling out the financial information. This was my bills and the income, my online ordering sheet to keep track of the things coming in the mail, my expense tracking for the 2 different accounts that I'm keeping track of, how much we're spending every day, where the money's going. And this was my tracking sheet for Poochie Baby, for all the social media, you know, different places, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. And you see I've already been marking all of my dots on what I'm doing each day, where I've been active. This is my blog and video post. This is what I've done so far for the month. And just an explanation, the title with an explanation of what it's about. This is new, and I will explain this in just a second. I'll come back to it. You see, these are my weekly sheets where I was keeping track of each day, Monday through Sunday, what I was doing throughout the day, marking out how much time I was spending in each area, and doing some tracking at the bottom for just particular things. And on the back is my work schedule, the meals for the week, weekly task, and I'm not doing very well with this. I don't know if I'm actually going to end up using that, because I keep track of tasks monthly and daily, not so much weekly. My little section for the good things that happen over the week, and my summary for the week. And then just my daily bullet journaling. This here is this week that I've started filling out. More bullet journaling up through today. My page marker, my plan for work for the week. That was last week's. And my grocery list, which I keep there. And the blank paper, getting ready for more bullet journaling. This is next week. It's all blank. It's ready to go for next week. And then just the new months that are waiting to be filled out. And I did go ahead and put them in here because I like to have them here if I need to mark in dates in the future, and it'll already be in the calendar, and I'll have it right there. So I did add one extra form for my monthly tracking and planning section, which is all of this: my calendar, my finances, the Poochie baby tracking. That's my planning section of my bullet journal. And I decided to do this. I've seen a lot of the DIY fish inserts, and they always look very interesting to me. So I decided to kind of devise my own little chart just for certain things I wanted to keep track of for the month. And this was just a couple of days ago I put it together, so it's not the full month. But there are just certain things, and it may change from month to month, what I'm going to keep track of. It's, you know, do I purge my Dropbox? I have so many pictures that go directly into my Dropbox account from my camera, and they just kind of sit in that one folder, and I forget to put them on my computer where they really need to go, and they add up, and then it'll take me hours to go through them and organize them. So I wanted to try to do that once a week, go through the box and just put the pictures where they need to go. The blog, cleaning the bathroom, just certain things that I need a prompt or a reminder. I know I need to clean the bathroom, but this will tell me, okay, yes, you clean the bathroom, because you don't want to clean the bathroom, and it'll feel better if you mark off your little box and say, yay, I got it done. Cooking, how often I'm cooking, because that was one of my goals, not to eat out so much as to cook more at home. Clean up my Evernote account also, just to organize all of my files that automatically get put into my Evernote account, and then they need to be organized and put into folders somewhere else. The laundry, cleaning the kids' room, which I'm going to try to get them to clean their own rooms, but still I wanted to mark it on here at least once a week to really clean the room. Just things like that. I actually did buy the trial package of the DIY fish inserts to see if it would work for me, and let me show you. I started printing them out last night. This is, so I started for May, and I may be able to use this chart, but I didn't print out the whole month because I knew that the size wasn't going to work. I ordered the personal size, but it's just too small because I do cut my paper bigger, and it was going to be too small. I thought maybe I could work this system and still incorporate the bullet journal, because with the day on 2 pages, you have all your space. You can mark out all your appointments here, your to-dos, and then you would still have this area here to do bullet journaling. But the way this is set up to fold into each other, the paper would have to be cut smaller than what I'm used to having in here now. And I just don't know. I mean, I could try it out and test it, but I probably wouldn't end up liking it in the long run and not using it. But I do like this chart. And I have to check her Etsy shop again. You may just be able to buy the chart or just certain charts. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to check that. It's a great system. And I may actually purchase and test out for the A5 size just to test it and see if it would work. And that would give me more space to write and do my bullet journal. So that is new. And that's the only thing that I added. I'm still doing the bullet journal. And I still have my tabs in the back for my list. And for any Poochie baby information. I did add this divider. I made this divider last week, and I added a pin loop to it to hold my Coletto. So it stays right there. I had the same problem with the Domino. It did not want to hold. Let's see. I'll show you. Even though it's elastic, it still was a very tight squeeze in there. And I not only use this Coletto, I also use this friction pin. I use both of them. in the planner. The friction pen is used for all of my planning. Anything that goes on the calendar, which could possibly change, is done with the friction pen. Anything done on my weekly list, all of this is done with the friction pen because I can erase if I need to. My bullet journaling is done with the Coletto because it's just my notes from every day, and I'm not going to need to erase any of that, so I do that with my Coletto pen. And if you haven't seen this friction pen, I bought this on Amazon. I know they have them at Jet Pens also, and it's a 3-color. It has the black, blue, and the red, but I've actually taken the red out of this one and replaced it with a pink refill. You can use the 0.38 refills in here, so I just pulled out the red, put in the pink, so I have my pink, my blue, and my black, which are the major colors that I use every day in here. So I have my erasable pen that's ready to go. And this I just stick in the pen loop that way, and then I can close it up. It's a tight squeeze. I promise it does close, but there you go. And there you go. I'm afraid that I might need one that has bigger rings, and the only way to get one of those, I believe, is to get a Franklin Covey. So we'll see. I might have to take some things out, have to figure out what's coming out to make room in the binder. But that's it. That's my update for this week. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comments below, or leave it in the comments on the blog. And have a great day, everybody.